What's going on, y'all? It's Greg. Greg said it. Late night edition. Somewhat inspiration, motivation. Y'all, we had a nice live. Appreciate y'all coming through early today. We have our live on Sundays. Make sure y'all come through. People say I don't have a set time, but hey, I'll make it happen. I try to get done at 2 o'clock. We had it at 3. I know it's going to be running possibly a little late today. So next week shouldn't be too much of an issue. Don't have nothing going on next Sunday. Other than my birthday, I call that the Cash App Sunday. It's like inappropriately say. It's like bring your tithes and offering to the church. You know, Cash App Sunday for my birthday. Y'all bring your little something. So I don't ask for much. But anywho, that we're gonna be live next Sunday. Should be on time, 2 o'clock. Make sure y'all come through. And who knows what we're gonna be talking about? Well, actually, you do. Colorado Buffalo's first game. We're gonna get to see live and action. No more theory, no more guessing. We get to see what they look like. I have some hypothesis on how it would go, but after Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna be live. And the Shedeur thing is dying down, I believe, y'all. I mean, we're not watching it like a hawk. We're not watching practices. No more QB trackers. No more preseason games. They pretty much done what they planned to do the whole time. That's what we kind of talked about. I mean, we try to act like we had hope and wishes and like there's some kind of spiritual thing or godly thing. And these people ain't worried about no God. NFL not worried about no God, and they're not thinking anything about that. But at the end of the day, I can say he gave his best. I know his situation was a little different coming off of injuries and not practicing, not getting reps and sitting out half the game. You're not used to that, going out there cold. And just it's a lot of stuff mentally that's been coming at him. And it looked like he could prosper, at least right now. He's going to continue to do what he do. As far as the Cleveland Browns, they're going to continue to do what they do. They don't have a winning mentality. They didn't handle the situation right from the beginning. They lied and said it's going to be fair. And if you want to be fair, then why lie? Why act like it's equal, like the opportunity is there when he never had first team reps. He had less reps than everybody. Just say he's going to be a regular 5th round draft pick like you drafted him. Don't say they're going to get the opportunity like everybody else because he didn't. And he's not. And I don't know what it would take. You can act like you can hope and wish. Why put your wishes there? Yeah, people can get hurt and all that. I don't know how that's beneficial. I never knew how that would be beneficial. I mean, your team losing. And nobody wants to be in a losing environment, losing team, morale, people falling out. That's not how you want to get on the field. And at that point, you do get on the field. Where's the season at? What pieces do you have then? We talk about him not having pieces now in this preseason game. What does he have at the point where the team is just tore up from the floor up and he getting in then? What do they have to fight for? Well, it's a lot of things that just not good. Everybody should know by now what it is. I talked about it. I think people starting to get it. And if you didn't get it before this game, you got it now. Why was Shedeur set up? Yeah, I'm saying he was set up. He was set up in a lot of different ways. He was set up with less reps. He was set up with less talent around him. He was set up with like the mental lack of confidence, struggles that he could have in the situation he was put in. On top of the fact he already struggled with the fact that he ended up in the situation in the first place. Now, the team is not the best situation to be in. They have not been successful quarterbacks. But to be the 4th quarterback, almost 5th or 6th, depending on how you want to look at it. Yeah, they just got rid of Huntley. They gave Huntley the last 2 minutes. Maybe they've been nice. Maybe they robbed Shedeur. I don't know. But he wasn't even making the team. They gave it to him. At the end of the day, they set him up. It wasn't the same play calling. It wasn't the same nothing. He come in that cold in the 3rd quarter without the pieces that he had the first game that he was throwing to. And really, he was playing with the second team. So that wasn't the same guys. And they took advantage of him. You see, sometimes in life, people can put you in a bad situation. They can. Your boss can put you in a bad situation. All kinds of leadership. And where you debate your coach in sports, like we're saying here. What can you do but do your best and be prepared? It's debatable as Shedeur did his best. He didn't perform his best. People say his mindset was off, his posture was off, he checked out. It's a lot of different things people are saying. I don't know what led up to what that was, but we only can be prepared. Like he's been up to this point. That's what we can learn from it. You got to be prepared. Because the people against you, like you say they are, the last thing you need to do is give them what they want. And everybody's saying, was they right all along? I guess they are better than him. They've been ready to say that the whole time. No matter what good he did, they looked down on it. They dismissed it. And they dismissed all what he did to wait for this one thing they can sell. Full of it. Full of it. They've been wanting to believe that lie, and they won't stop. They wasn't going to stop until they got what they wanted. And that's the situation you in. It's very hard to win when people don't want you. You can't, there's nothing you can say or do. Because when you say something, they just, oh, you lying, just running your mouth, you know. Anybody say that, of course you would say that. If you do something, I bet you can't do it again. I bet you can do it again. Well, that was luck. Well, that's not the same situation. With the other person that did it, you get them excuses. So it's like, you can't appease these people, man. Shedeur was set up because he was in a no-win situation. He wasn't set up to win. And we can talk about it all till we blue in the face. But at the end of the day, you should have known that from how he got drafted. That Cleveland didn't value him, and neither did the NFL. And to expect all to go away, they did all that, humble him, talk, and took his money and took all the esteem that he would get from being what he worked for, to think that it would stop once he get in the NFL. It's utter foolishness. It's not oh, well, you got it now, ha ha ha, funny. Because why would you go that far just to let him, all right, and then go start and take over the Browns? If they were going to do that, they might as well let him get drafted first round, second round, whatever. Second round was far enough, right? They are not done with him. And they're showing it. That's the setup. The setup is still up. It's not down. People think it's over because preseason over. They thought it was over because the draft was over. These people, in a weird way, in a sad way, they have no intention of letting him be that guy. He can get traded to another team. He can do that if they wanted him. If it was just such an even situation, so fair, he would have got drafted way before Cleveland had the chance to get him in the fifth round. He went exactly where they wanted him to go, when they wanted him to go. At least where they wanted him to go. I don't even know if it's possible that he wasn't even going to get drafted at all. Because I can't even say exactly when. But the message was being sent in the lesson. And that's what's coming out now. But if you got to be a blind person that you just want to lie to yourself to not see that. Because they went to the extreme to publicly shame him and his family. They didn't care about if I know even what Coach Prime was going through. Because if you care about somebody, you don't do them like that anyway. It's a sick joke if it was one. This boy has been fighting for his whole career to get to that point. For y'all to do that then. Because of what? You own the NFL. You own the team. You're in position of power. These people feel like the people who represent them gotta be under their control. Just like any other job. You can't go run your mouth at your corporate job or where a brand is involved without them feeling like, hold up. We tell you what to say. You can't say this, you can't do that. You can't go on social media and do this. We'll fire you. It's nothing new. People forget that. They can't do that mess at their own job. But they expect Shedeur to be, oh, he's his own man. Nobody like that. A black man who got his own mind. Who do? Show me what your job. Let your black self go and do what you want to do. The brands want you to do and say what they want you to say. NFL's a brand. It's a corporation. They're showing you their power, their muscle. So you still don't believe they set him up? They've been setting him up the whole time. The question is why? I guess you look at it how you would respond if you were set up. Some people been through it. Some people just talking. They ain't never been through it. But for those who've been there, you got to walk a real straight line. You got to do everything right. You can't let your guard down. And you got to know. No. Not be in denial. These people don't have your best interests. They're not your friend. That's a sad reality. You shaking, dap it up with the GM on the sideline, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work because you're dealing with wolves in sheep clothing. You don't know how diabolical this really is. You trying to befriend somebody who don't want to be your friend. They don't want what you want. And you can't dap that up. You can't play with that. That's the word this young man is going to see. Yeah, his dad protected him. Not necessarily knowing this was going to happen, but it could. He been protecting his kids because he know how they did him. And now Shedeur get to live and see just how vile people are. How hateful people are. Not just, I ain't never seen a hater in real life. Yeah, you seeing it in real life now. Think you can charm them and win them over. It don't work. Sometimes it do. People just silly. But these people got an agenda. The only way you win is consistency. And that's the only thing you can control. And as soon as you become inconsistent, whoop, there it is. That's what we waiting on. They'll wait long and hard, like a real devil. Long and hard, patiently, to catch you. You've been doing all you did good that game. That wasn't nothing. But as soon as you mess up, the world is in. That's what we are. That shows you what kind of people you're dealing with. It can happen to any one of us, any one of you. You got to be able to identify when people really have the right intentions for you. And when they show you they don't, you better mark them. You better mark them and know how to deal with them. Ain't that much finesse in the world. They finessing you. That's what their intentions are. The only way you beat that game is not by becoming a friend, but the old saying they say, if you can't beat them, join them. That's the only way they join you is when they can't beat you. They don't join you because they're your friend. They join you because they can't beat you. Shedeur Sanders, you want to beat them. No matter how they dog you out and undermine you and undervalue you, you just want to be consistently doing what you did. That's it. You have no room for error or something. Oh, he's a human. You have no room. That's what you have. I think we all see that. But I'm just Greg. Greg said it. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. And I'll talk to y'all soon.